This is the reason why so many of you are single. Your standards are too high and too unrealistic. Humble yourself. Hey, queens. So check this out. I met a woman last week at my part-time job, and I invited her out. My finances changed between then and now. So yesterday, I invited her to a place that serves a community meal every day. I eat there about 5 times a week, and sometimes I volunteer there too, giving back to my community. Anyway, when she arrived, she was acting very bougie and like she was too good to be there. Maybe you can imagine what kind of people use the community meal services. On the other hand, the way I look at it, neither of us was spending any money, and it was an opportunity for us to really get to know each other. You damn right she got to know you. Anyway, this is the reason why so many of you are single. Oh, we were just talking about that this morning. Anyway, you are single. Your standards are too high and too unrealistic. Humble yourself, or you just might miss out on the chance with a good brother. You know something? This person is a buffoon. Lord have mercy, people. Listen, Tonya TKO, and I'm a self-love specialist and relationship expert from TonyaTKO.com. Thank you to Mariah H., who sent this to me, because I would have never believed something like this if I didn't see it with my own 2 eyes. Girls and boys, listen, there's some real foolishness going on out there. So now, listen, hold on. Let's go through this again. Because I only got a chance to read this once. Okay, he met a woman last week at his part-time job. Oh, his finances changed between last week and now. So yesterday when he invited her out, but he said that he eats at this place 5 times a week. There's only 7 days in a week. So if you were asking her out last week and your finances changed, it seems like you had been eating there before. But then he said it was a part-time job. So so he had been eating there. He got a little part-time job because of his attitude or whatever. He probably got fired from that job. Let's do the arbitals. For those of you who know me, you know arbitals are reading between the lines. So let's do the arbitals. So he got fired from his part-time job. He had been eating, he calling it a community meal. So we're talking about a homeless shelter or a soup kitchen. So soup kitchen, he's like, you can imagine the type of people that eat there. I thought it was like kind of like a senior center, because my father goes to eat at the senior center when he's in New York. So I thought it was like a community center kind of thing. But then he was like, you can imagine the type of people. So now we're talking about a place with perhaps people who are underhoused, homeless, let's just say homeless, right? So there's some homeless people, maybe some riffraff. He volunteers there, giving back to the community. Fool, you are the community. Anyway, let's go forward. When she arrived, she was acting very bougie. Listen, he invited her on a date. Okay, let's be serious. Okay. So he invited her on a date. Listen, I can imagine this woman. She got herself all dressed up, got her smell good on, her nice pretty shoes, and maybe even donned on a little makeup, did her hair. God forbid if she spent money to go out on this date. So listen. So she gets herself all ready. Then she comes out to go out with this man. And then, you know what? I'm just imagining how this, so I know he didn't drive her. So I imagine she met him at the place, and because I'm sure he didn't take an Uber with her if he's eating at a soup kitchen 5 days a week. Hold on, and I wonder what he's doing the other 2 days. So nonetheless, right? So she arrives, and she's like, well, surely we must be at the wrong place. Surely. Maybe she thought they were going to go volunteer. You know, some people are very philanthropic. You go, you volunteer on a first date, you know, you bond and get to know. But no, this fool is taking her out there to eat. And he's like, she was acting bougie. And then he said, you can imagine the type of people. Oh, God. Oh, God. Then he said, you can imagine the type of people who eat there, right? Here he go. The way I looked at it, neither of us was spending any money. Boy, listen, you know, this is the delusion of men. And then he goes on to talk about the reason why so many of you are single. B.I.T. You single. You're single. This is the reason you're single. He's destitute. This is what I'm saying, the delusion of man. You know what? I'm so happy this came forward because this is just a prime example of how these people in their minds, it doesn't matter what it is that they have, don't have, what situation they're in. You're supposed to accept them as they are. I bet when he went up to that woman, he went up to a woman that he was attracted to physically. There wasn't some woman looking all crazy that was like, accept me as I am, accept me as I am. You know what I'm saying? He went up to a woman that he was attracted to, a woman that he wanted to be with. And then he has a problem with the fact, this is what I'm saying, toxic masculinity runs so deep in this patriarchy that we can't even, like, they're in denial, they're delusional. This is why so many of you are single, because you miss out on a good brother, a man who can't afford the toilet tissue to wipe his own behind, that he's eating at a soup kitchen 5 days a week. This can't be for real. You know, I'm like, this is just, it's perplexing. So she's just supposed to accept any old homeless man because he wants her. You know what? I'm so glad that I did that 3-part debate that lasted an hour and a half, all these minutes that I invested in this stupid argument last week, because now listen, and I've had men with no following, not even a profile picture, inviting me to debate them, talking about they'll destroy this and that. Honey, no, who is you? It's like, what does your word mean to anyone? I'm just supposed to be just taking people out of the comments and pulling you up onto my broadcast, giving you shine. Is you dumb, man? Is you dumb? No. So listen, is you dumb or is you stupid? No, but listen, let's go forward. Let's go forward. So it's like, these types of people expect for you to have no types of criteria or qualification to disqualify a person whatsoever. As long as he is interested in you, you should be interested in him. And like I was saying, right? This is why I'm happy that I did those debates, because now, you know what? There's so many arbitals that are going on in society. I'm glad I did that debate because I have so many men who are commenting now about, I don't want to take women out. You want me to be a provider. You want this. No. I don't want you to do anything. Don't do anything. Just go find somebody else who wants that. But why are they complaining? They're complaining because obviously there's not a plethora of access for them. There's not a plethora of access. Did you know that, so men act like they want to be in these polygamous societies. Polyamory and polygamy are two different things, right? They act like they want to be in these polygamous societies because they're like, because they imagine, I'm going to have so many women. But no, men are the ones who don't want us to be in a polygamous society because they know in a polygamous society that the men with the most money are going to have access to the most amount of women. Most of the women are going to be tied up with just a few men who have chic type money to be able to afford the harems. So it's men who don't want polygamous societies, but they pretend like they'll have, like, a person like him. Why is he dating? I want to pull my whiteboard out. There's 2 different reasons why men date: to settle down or to have sex. This man has no money. He's eating at a soup kitchen. Well, I guess there could be more reasons why, but for the purpose of this video, the 2 main reasons. He don't have a pot to piss in, so what is he dating for? So he's looking for the type of woman that he wants to be able to give him the chance to take his homeless penis and jump up and down on top of her. Ugh, boys and girls, listen, on that note, I'm getting that HE double hockey sticks out of here. Tonya TKO. and I'm out. Remember to go out there and love one another, but most importantly, what? Love yourself. And loving yourself is being able to see through people's foolishness so that even if they talk this yama yama, you know in your heart that you deserve more and you keep moving on. Keep moving on, sisters. Keep moving on. Let those men go extinct.